Welcome back to Pennsylvania Outdoor Life. You know, there's anglers that like sitting on the side of a bank and just casting in a rod. There's guys that like to fly fish. And then there are the competition bass guys. And if you know one, you know how much they're into it. And that's exactly what we found when we started fishing with those three youngsters at Harvey's Lake. Let's go back to Harvey's Lake. You're going to hear from their coach again, Casey McGargle. The fishing on Harvey's Lake was really slow going. It was hot, the middle of the day, and we even had a little bit of wind from time to time. But our anglers kept on throwing their bait. Brady Gunkel is certainly hooked on fishing. Tell me how you got started fishing.
So my grandparents have a little 1-acre pond in the back of their house. Used to take the little ugly stick up there, catch the bluegills with some hot dog, and just had a blast. And then after that, just evolved into what I do now.
And what do you do now?
I bass fish, and I absolutely love it. I've learned a lot from Casey. He's taught me how to tournament fish, how to drive boats, how to tie knots, all that stuff.
So you have a tournament coming up here?
Mm-hmm.
So when you go on a new lake, what have you learned? How do you decide where to start fishing? How do you decide what to start throwing?
Well, we like to look at what all is in the lake. This lake has a lot of docks and particularly a lot of brush under it. So sometimes we'll fish that brush under the docks, kind of pick apart the lake, try to know a lot about it.
Yeah, you just gotta make the perfect cast every time. Like you hear Casey saying, we just gotta imagine there's fish on these posts, or because the fish will be on the cover, especially if there's cover underneath the dock, like how Brady said about the brush piles and stuff. That's the spots that you really want to hit. With the lures they're throwing, it's really easy that you can skip it like a rock up under there, and sometimes there'll be stuff up under there, or the fish will just be in the shade up behind there.
You've gone from fishing with the hot dog for bluegills to standing on a stage holding up winning fish. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. It's a really interesting, it's a really amazing feeling.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
National championship.
I love it, buddy. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Get him in here. Flip him. Flip him. Good job. All right. Woo. Perfect, Brady.
It hit right by the ladder on this dock.
Just the watermelon stick.
Yep, watermelon, sneaky hollow, dead stick.
Beautiful.
Right, buddy. You want to put him back?
There he is. A champion at its finest, right there. Good job, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
Casey is certainly proud of their accomplishments and the support he has to keep the kids fishing.
Years ago, Jake, I started a high school fishing club. You and I actually took a few kids out, maybe 8, 9, 10 years ago. We have Sean Diffenderfer and Dylan Pauling. Both this year, in a few weeks, they're going to be seniors here at Mifflinburg High School. They're just good young students that they love fishing, and they've been practicing with me now for 2 or 3 months. They prepared themselves well, and they were able to win, actually not just the state championship, there were 4 states there. They won the entire thing of all 4 states.
Wow, and you have a second place team as well?
We did. 2 other students, a little bit younger, Ryan DeHaas and Zach Himmelreich, finished second in the state. And we had several other teams there that did well as well. So my nephews are becoming the age where they're eligible now to fish in the juniors. And this summer we fished in both the Bassmaster National Championship and in the Major League Fishing World Championship this summer. One in South Carolina and one in Oklahoma.
All the way from Pennsylvania, Ty McGargle and Quentin Perky. 5 fish for us today. We may have absolutely going to have a new leader right here. Good job, guys. 5 fish all alive. Great job. Feels like a solid bag of fish. About 12 pounds, 8 ounces. 12 pounds, 8 ounces. Good job, guys. You want to hold up a couple of fish real quick?
My nephews, Ty and Quentin, they qualified through Major League Fishing. They won the Major League Fishing State Championship at Oneida Lake, and they fished and finished second in the World Championship in Oklahoma. And the week prior, my nephew Ty and a good friend of mine's son Brady, they fished in the Bassmaster National Championship in South Carolina. They ended up 26th out of 126.
Wow. So that's sort of like the World Series of fishing, right?
It is, Jake. It is. It's pretty impressive just to qualify for them, and to make both of them in 1 year is, I don't know anyone else that did it, or to have parents that are dedicated enough to help us get there 2 weeks in a row. You know, it's a over 20-hour drive to get out to Oklahoma. And yeah, it's pretty impressive for them just to win the state championships, yet to do that well in the national and the world championships. Pretty impressive.
All right, come on up. Junior Wildcats out of Pennsylvania. Come on up, Ty and Brady. Come on up. Good bag of fish for you guys. 6 pounds, 15 ounces right there from Pennsylvania. Good job, guys.
All right, when we get up here, that only bite we've had so far was way shallow, so I want you to get way back up in there by those posts in 6 inches, okay?
Kind of almost like Hartwell, where they're in like 0 inches.
Way up, there you go, nice. Quentin, right under him.
That didn't work real well.
That's okay, you'll get another shot.
You're looking at 3 kids and you're saying to yourself, how can I teach them? Is it like just simple for you to, hey, Ty, throw here, do this, or are they learning why they're doing that?
Well, I'll be honest, at this point, they're starting to know more than me, Jake. So I've been with them quite a few years. You know, this day and age with YouTube, with Facebook, with all these things that they have available to them, yes, am I still teaching them the hands-on part? Absolutely. They're getting better every time they go out. But at this point, they're starting to show up and they're showing me things. So now it's more about, when we talk about competitive bass fishing, the strategy. So teaching them the use of the electronics, which is really important to be able to keep up with all these guys from the South. In the South, here, we're not a PIAA sport, we're still a club sport. So pretty much anybody can start a club if they have kids of age and they have the right equipment. In the South, it's a PIAA sport. It's an official school sport for them. And they're competitive. It's hard to beat them, and their water's open all year round. It doesn't freeze like ours.
But your team goes down and put a whooping on them.
We did, yeah. It's pretty impressive. They're dedicated, though. So, I mean, we go to these tournaments. We just traveled to a tournament at Oneida Lake a few weeks ago. They fish all day. They get home at dark after we've launched in the dark in the morning, and then they'll practice flipping in buckets, or they'll be out there doing whatever. They're dedicated. They got to work harder because we have a shorter season, but that's what they do.
Good luck, guys, on September 30th and continuing throughout the year. Good luck in school. I know there's sharp kids also in the classroom. Congratulations and good luck in the future. We're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.